So today I'm going to be sharing with you all of the beauty products and lifestyle products that I have used up in the month of November. I can't believe that it's already December and I can't believe that Christmas is soon. I am so excited. I am going to be posting every other day until Christmas and I can't wait because I love Christmas. So I want to show you all of the products that I used up in the month of November, and I like to do these monthly so that I can encourage you to use up before you start buying new. So let's get into all of the makeup, skincare, hair care, and lifestyle products that I used up in the month of November. Alright, so 2 lifestyle products. This one here is actually a bottle of hand sanitizer. I thought it was important to mention this and let you guys know that I went through a 170 milliliter bottle of hand sanitizer. I think I have 2 more bottles that I will finish in December, but I finished one of them and I wanted to mention this because it is still so important to continue to sanitize and to continue to wear a mask and not travel and to stay home, you know, do everything that we are supposed to be doing. And I also used up, my goodness, a bottle of Mr. Clean disinfectant. Yes, my dad actually got me this when we moved into my home about 8 months ago. It took me about 8 months to use this. I mean, I have been disinfecting a lot. Everything that comes into the home, I have been cleaning a lot. So I was able to go through a bottle of this. I can't believe I went through it, but I did. So I thought it was important to mention that we should still be sanitizing and disinfecting things. And I can't believe that I used up 2 products in the month of November. I have 2 makeup products and they are both samples. One was a fail. Well, they were both kind of fails, actually. This here is the Benefit the Professional Primer. I am not going to lie, I tried this. It honestly just reminds me of the primer that I really love from Smashbox, and I just don't see myself going out to get this. It honestly was just like another regular primer. I feel like there are kind of better primers, and it was okay. Is it something I'm gonna go out and get again? No, and I have to say that I literally got this as a sample and there was a dot of it, like a dot. There wasn't enough to use it for like 2 times, and if I wanted to like cover my whole face, I wasn't able to. I could only put it in certain spots because the sample wasn't very big. So honestly, it's just not something that I'm going to get again. I know a lot of you were saying that it had its time, but now there are better primers, and I do agree with you. The next one here is actually the Hello Fab Coconut Skin Smoothie Primer. I tried this before and I had the same results, but I thought I would try it again, and this broke me out so bad. I had so much acne and it was like whiteheads, and I knew it was from this because honestly I haven't changed anything else, and it only started up when I started to use this. I think it's because of the coconut oil in here. Whenever it comes to coconut oil on my skin, especially my face, it doesn't react well with it. So this I am gonna pass on. I only used it a few times. I would be curious on knowing your favorite primer down below. I have more little samples here. So I tried the Kiehl's Ultra Face Cream and I did enjoy this. I think it would work well for someone who has very, very dry skin and maybe flaky skin. I felt like for myself personally, it just didn't sink into my skin enough. But I think if you had really, really dry skin, you would like this because it was lightweight. Like, it wasn't too heavy. It just wouldn't absorb into my skin fast enough for my personal preference. And I like the fact that it was clear. It didn't have a scent to it, and a little did go a long way. So I did enjoy it, but it's not something that I would reach for because I typically don't like really, really thick moisturizers for myself personally. Speaking of another moisturizer, this is the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Cream one, and I did use this one and I feel like it's the same thing. It was really nice, but this one I would not purchase the full size of. One, because I feel like it's just too expensive, and it was just really, really, really thick, and I feel like it just didn't sink into my skin. And I feel like whenever I would touch my skin, it would almost ball up, and I know people have had really, really good results with it, and I feel like if you have dry skin, you would probably really enjoy this. But I feel like there are better alternatives that may not be as expensive. But if you're into like more of a luxury moisturizer, you need a thick moisturizer, I would say try it and get it. But honestly, if you have like combination or oily skin, I just didn't feel like it sunk into my skin enough. So this is something that I would not pick up again. And honestly, if I had a choice to choose it as a sample, I probably wouldn't. I just didn't enjoy how it sat on my face and it didn't sink into my face. The last skincare item I have here is the First Aid Beauty Fab Pharma Rescue Mask. Now this I used up and I have to say I just felt like it was just a regular face mask. It didn't really do anything to my skin in terms of hydration. It didn't really do anything for brightening. It didn't really do much for myself personally. The one thing I will say though is I did get many uses out of this, but it just didn't do kind of what I want a face mask to do. I like when I do them at night, wake up in the morning and my skin's really nice and dewy, and it just didn't do that. I also felt like it just didn't really hydrate my face. It just wasn't for me. So I feel like First Aid Beauty, the products are good, but they're not my type of products. Let me know in the comments down below if you have a favorite from First Aid Beauty, but honestly, this for me was a pass. Moving into two skincare, body care type of products, I finished up the e.l.f. Say Goodbye to Dry Hand Cream. This was so good. I want a bigger tub of it because of how good it was. It was a thicker cream. It didn't have a scent. There was no color to it. You needed a little bit. It went a long way and it just worked. It just worked. Like my hands felt so nice. It absorbed into my hands and it actually made them smooth. Now the only other moisturizer that does that is the Lubriderm one for me. I feel like with hand moisturizers, some are just way too thick and some just don't do anything, but this one really did. So if you have a chance to pick this up, or sometimes you could get like a free gift with purchase, I would choose this because honestly, it was really good. I really enjoyed that, and I am so picky with moisturizers. When I think of Dove, I think of clean, sensitive, things like that, like nourishing, but I just feel like the fragrance kind of kills it. So with Dove, I feel like the bottle will last you a really long time. The only Dove body wash that honestly I really like is the darker blue one. I feel like with every other Dove product that I've tried, there's just way too much perfume in it, and I have very sensitive skin, and I would prefer there to be less perfume and it work really nicely because it does clean good. But I feel like as soon as I step out of the shower and a few hours after, my skin gets dry. So it is nice and soft, but then it goes dry, and then I have to make sure I'm using like a moisturizer that has no fragrance in it because I already used a soap with fragrance, and I just feel like if they either didn't use fragrance or if they toned it down, it would be better. But my favorite one from Dove is the one with the dark blue. Can't remember what it is, but that one is my favorite. I just wish that there was more that was unscented from Dove. So I have two little mini perfumes here that I ended up finishing. I love getting little sample perfumes. I feel like it's a nice way to maybe add a different scent into your collection and see if you enjoy the type of scent, or it can really introduce you to new brands, because honestly, I feel like when it comes to perfume, I'm never too sure what I want to get, so I stick to the same thing. I will go for an Ariana Grande perfume all the time, but it is nice to kind of switch it up every now and then. So this here was the Toy 2, and this one was the Bright Crystal. They both smelled very nice. For me to tell you what they smell like is a little difficult, but I think that these were two very nice scents. If you have a choice to get these as samples from Sephora, I would say to get them. If you were wondering if these smell good, they do. They last a long time. They last very long on your clothing and on your skin, and they're not too strong. They smell good, and I enjoyed them. So let's get into the last empty, which is from Fanola, of course. I don't think that I have a video where I don't use up a Fanola product. I don't think so. But this here is the mask. This is the NutriCare mask from Fanola. I have to say, if you're looking for a very good mask for your hair, if it's dry, this will fix it. It makes your hair feel so soft. It brings it back to life. If you have wavy hair or curly hair, it really helps to enhance your natural waves and your curls. I really love just the feeling of it. You don't need to use a lot, and you can even use it from your roots all the way down to your ends, and it doesn't weigh your hair down, which I like. So this one for me is honestly a absolute favorite. If you've wanted to try Fanola, I do have a 10% off discount code. It's in the description down below. It is an affiliate link, but I have been using Fanola for so many years now, and I honestly really enjoy them, and every single type of hair color and hairstyle that I've had, I've used Fanola and it's worked so well. So those were my empties for the month of November. It was a lot of sample products, and it was a lot of products that I've been working on, like the cleaner and the body wash, for a long time. But like I say, it's always nice to see what people use up and get a full review, and it may motivate you to use up products before you always buy new products. I feel like sometimes we're always pushed to buy new products and we forget about the older ones. Then they expire, and that's not fun. It's not fun to waste money. So let me know in the comments down below your favorite primer. I'm really curious on knowing. Make sure to hit the subscribe button if you have not, and ring the bell to be notified when I upload next. All of my social media is in the description down below. I will see you very soon with another video. Bye.